got the helicopters, yeah. I don't know if you can see them or not. Yeah, they're just over the trees, disappeared. I don't know what, like 5 military helicopters. Tried to turn the phone on quicker. This is Galaxy S9 Plus. I gotta get in this lane because of the sewer freaking covers. It's like impossible to turn on the camera half the time on the regular icons, so you gotta go to the whole screen icons. So 2 bridges you see ahead. We've said this before, but if you haven't watched the videos, closest one's I-76, and here it's free. And off in the distance, the next one is I-80, and it's toll. Ones that just used to hear, they switch roles. So we took a trip to Harbor Freight. They got a clearance on tools, and they had Pittsburgh digital calipers. I think they're $14.99 or $13.99, and I've got that where you pay extra money now, because they used to put coupons in every paper magazine I got in the mail. I used to cut them all out and save them in case I made a trip up there. So it's called Inside Track Club or something. Never had a pair or a set of digital calipers. Dial ones were pretty amazing compared to the vernier ones of the old days or whatever. It was like a slide rule. So they do digital or metric, or digital. They do metric or standard in digital. It's a slow day waking up. One for the helicopters, I wouldn't have turned you on. Feels like a Sunday, but it's a Saturday. Doing 55. I'm an electric car and I got heat. That's all I need to say right now. I got another X-Acto knife set. It was pretty cheap. I've got the actual brand name one in my toolbox in the garage. This one I'll use for the 3D printing stuff. Tesla on the right. And I know I bought something else. Maybe I'll go right around the block and go look at Foxconn. So we're up here. Last time the level 2 chargers were on by FLO. The quick chargers were not. They were on, but they were not working. So, been, I think, 4 weeks. We'll give them a try. I don't feel like doing much anything. Well, it's Saturday. I keep thinking Sunday. Employee parking is growing. I don't know what they pay out here or what the jobs entail, but this is a big building. When we first come, on the left side was all the parking and hardly anybody on the right. Now they're mostly on the right. Good old Equinox. Oh, I see a Tesla backed in, which means they're charging. I think I'm getting to the age where if I back in or whatever, I'd probably run into stuff. Three Teslas. Panasonic battery people at a LG battery plant. Do you think they're working? Do you think they're on? I don't need a level 2 charge. I got plenty at home. Man, there's a sticker on there. It says something. I can't read what it says, but it's the same stuff as on there last time. Start button's flashing on mine. Huh. You think they're working? I'm not sure if they're working. We'll give it a try. Well, this one still in Spanish. The next one says free of charge. Hey, I found something I can afford if it works. It just says make sure your car's turned on. Yeah, the Tesla thing, back it in. I guess that saves wiring and stuff like that. To me, that'd be a royal pain in the ass. Alright, I'm going to see if this works. Well, it said free of charge, just plug in. And then once I plugged in, it says, hey, put your card up there. You know, this one's easy. It's got the hand with the card on there. So I don't know if it's free of charge for me. Maybe there's just for the employees. So the one on the left is still something. Says I'm sucking in 44 kilowatts right now. I'm at 38%, so they're down to 30 some kilowatt hours. I think the highest we got was 45 here, but it's up and running. I had a phone signal when I first arrived. I got in the plug share, and then when I started typing, it wouldn't accept it, so I'll try it when I get home. It says free of charge. It's the single line that pops up every once in a while. Dash says 74%, but it's our first FLO charge. Battery thermometer. Maybe between a third and a half. So it's 42 degrees out, so that's not bad. And let's see. Still averaging 4.2 miles kilowatt hour. We got the heat set up to 66 today. It was like a comfortable spot. In fact, we're going to put that back on. 65 is usually. So, we're going to look around. Yeah, it's, there got to be some kind of a North Korean link here. There's a North Korean, South Korean. Holy crap. I see a bunch of people marching by. So a lot of Oriental people are here today. So it's got some kind of link to Korea. I don't know if you can see the flagpole here. Yeah, on the right. I don't know what the camera's going to say. So Allied Universal, I don't know if that's a security system. Nobody said anything to me. And we'll go back through and you can see the Chargers and the Teslas. But yeah, it's funny that people think low of this car, and it's still number 3 on Consumer Reports. So 3 Teslas, I don't know the models. Really don't care anymore. First and third one are kind of low slung. And the white one's probably a Model Y or something. It's not Gullwing. Got some kind of beefy box on there. New York is where they're from. I don't know what the Korean link is. Yeah, South Korea. Wow, Texas, Illinois. What's going on here? New York, Pennsylvania. What in the world? I don't know if there's something going on. There's a lot of out-of-state license plates and stuff. So, I don't know why it feels like a Sunday to me. I just don't know. Seth, we got a free charge. What the heck? It's kind of slow, but not the slowest I've ever charged out. And if it's free, yay. So we're going to go north and then come back on the next road, west, south, and then come by that way, Foxconn. That way we're not turning around. Hopefully I can find it today. So, a white salt powder on the road there. I did wash the car. I didn't sham it or anything this week. That is a huge battery building, so I'm going to have to look into what's going on. We can bring that down a little bit. So we'll look for a main drag to head back over to the west. 74%, we got 180 mile range. Gotta stay away from the DQ and all that stuff there. Too big as it is. Love their little red plastic spoon door handles. Are like awesome. And they're going by the old Denzio Bank on the right. So, can we make a left turn here? This is Lordstown. Nice little park there. I see a police station maybe on the left or right. Lordstown Central Park. Well, I guess I got a turn signal. Lordstown Veterans Memorial Stadium. I mean, you see houses like this or whatever, what you're looking for is something that's not level with the road or the yard. You want something up high when you get flooding rains. A lot of that in this part of Ohio where everything's just flat in certain areas. And the water just sits there. I'm sure it goes into houses. So there's one on the right we just passed that looks like they landscaped it in that way. And then these on the right are a little higher than some of the other ones. So, yeah, the car industry was huge in Ohio when I was young, 50 years ago. And like I said, Lordstown, you got a 4-lane road up here at the light. You got a 4-lane road we just got off of. That was all to carry traffic back and forth to feed the General Motors plant, which I think started as an Impala and then turned into a Vega plant and maybe Monza and all those cars later on. Yeah, neighbor that worked Twinsburg, Chrysler, and they flattened that place out a decade ago. Ford was huge. Everything was huge back then. My dad worked at a plant, still in business, that made plastic parts for cars. And never paid him decent. But he loved the job. They gave him use of the place, treated him well. And he was good enough with his money, it really didn't matter. Too good with his money, if you ask me. So, yeah, on this road, and then, like I said, the one we came up on, the one we live on, and there's all these secondary automotive businesses. Probably did sub-assemblies for Chevy Pontiac cars that come out of the factory up here. They did Chevy vans 50 years ago too. So still haven't seen the Lordstown Endurance here. I don't think I've seen one in person. Like I said, it was just a few years ago where the Chevy Cruzes were just all over the east side of this plant and on the car haulers. Wow, it's a huge place. It would be cool just to be able to wander around in that place. And if you're super rich, you could just buy it for your kids to rollerblade around. That would be like... It'd be like a dream rollerblade park, like one of the largest buildings in the world. Right is the turnpike. So, you know, we got pictures coming off the turnpike for years, and then it was all painted on the corner here so the people on the turnpike could see what cars they produced. For some reason, they covered the Lordstown symbol that was here. So there's got to be a lot of paint on that corner. Oh, there's a triple truck coming up. Solar panels were put in right before it shut down as the Chevy Cruze plant. Now I got like little piles of snow that fell off the solar panels under each one. They redid the road finally here. Highway Patrol got a Ram Dodge pulled over, coming off the turnpike here. Yeah, there was nobody working today. There's like a contractor van, a few cars. No product seen anywhere. But this place was probably state-of-the-art 55 or so years ago when it opened. I remember being in the vice president of design's office as a small kid. My dad had no respect for the Vegas or whatever. The guy showed us some stuff he designed for problems on the Vega. Corrected problems. It's sad, but you know, it's probably outdated for a lot of what goes on in modern industry today. Yeah, nothing out here, no cars being tested, no overtime being dealt out. Not sure what's going on Ultium Cells, but sometimes I wish I was healthy enough to work. I like kind of learning what goes on in places and doing different things and fixing problems. Wow, it's so nice that they redid this road finally. Wow, they got all kinds of crates sitting out here. Nothing. Huh. There's some kind of big gearing up because there's like crates and containers and acres of equipment. They're either shutting down or it looks new though. It doesn't look like they're boxing stuff up for a sale. There's car carriers on the right. They were all Chevy Cruze outbounds. A little over the line. Alright, back to the street on which I live. My legs aren't doing too rough today. I won't have to cover everything with music. So yeah, you had grocery stores, restaurants. That Tesla's still there, so it might be the owner of that Ross Foods. Or a real slow convenience shop. But yeah, all kinds of places just lost their ass when Chevy shut down here. And then, like I said, Twinsburg. I drove by there one day and it looks like it was, I don't know, UPS or FedEx. And they just, well, you gotta flatten the buildings for, you know, your property tax and stuff. Nobody's gonna buy the place to use what you have. It's best just to flatten them. And I'm a true believer in getting rid of much of the old stuff. And that way there's all kinds of jobs of creating new buildings that are gonna be more efficient for heating, cooling, and all that, and up to code. No asbestos. Save a few that are, you know, historically significant. But yeah, I prefer the old wrecking ball days where they tear it down and replace it with something new. Well, we just went under the turnpike, and that's I-76 up ahead. So my house is straight ahead, several miles on this road. Finally got our FLO Charge on. So we've been waiting, oh my God. I don't know how long we've been coming up here. I didn't even post the last time I came up here, early January. right place. Imagine the pollution that's around here from all the industry they did for years. Well, I can't think anywhere else to go today. And if that charge is free, it'll be my first. The funny thing is, they just sent me an email to do a survey for FLO like 2 days ago. And like, no, I've never used your stuff. Finally. So the level 2 stuff was on. Somebody put in PlugShare that it was free for the employees or whatever. Get some Ultium Cells stickers for my car. Just go up there. Put a hard hat on, walk around with my clipboard. Just stare at people sternly, pretending like they shouldn't be there, but I definitely belong there. So, this is North Jackson. There's a Spitzer dealer. I just went by there. Got plenty of new cars. No EVs as far as I know. But they do have a CCS charger that you'd have to tell them to turn on inside the dealership. Whoa. Oh, wait for turn red. Oh, kids. You got your little sister there. Treat her. Train her right so she don't get splattered, buddy. We got a big camper and a little camper. And looks like a car repo place on the right. Alright, well, I live several miles from here, so have a good weekend, be safe. Use a charger, log it in PlugShare, how it's working if you can. And just be safe. Take care.